Hello dear students, welcome to new session. Today we are going to continue the quadratic equation. Okay, first of all, we are going to solve the equation forms ax squared is equal to 0. It's also a quadratic equation where b and c is equal to 0. Am I right? Because we had bx plus c, ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. When b is 0, then 0 times x will be 0. When c is also 0, then our equation will be like ax squared is equal to 0. Okay, in this solution, we are going to study how to find x. Okay, look, ax squared is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0. So, how can we find x? Okay, first of all, we have to divide every side of the equation by coefficient of x squared. So a over a, 0 over a cancels with a, so 0 over a is equal to 0. Okay, then we have two x's here, x times x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, the second x also equals to 0. So we have two same roots or solutions, x1 is equal to x2 is equal to 0. So this equation has two equal roots because x1 is equal to x2 is equal to 0. When the roots of a quadratic equation are the same, we say that the equation has a double root. So this equation has a double root. Okay, solve the equation minus 3 over 2 x squared is equal to 0. Okay, solution. Minus 3 over 2 x squared is equal to 0. First step, we must make the coefficient of x squared 1. So what should we do? We are going to divide both sides by coefficient of x squared. It means minus 3 over 2 x squared over minus 3 over 2 is equal to 0 over 3 over 2. Okay, minus 3 over 2 cancels with minus 3 over 2. So 1 remains. 1 times x squared is equal to 0 over a real number is equal to 0. So x squared is equal to 0. We have 2x's is equal to 0. Okay? So x1 is equal to x2 is equal to 0. So this equation has double root. Okay? B. Solving the equation ax squared plus bx is equal to 0. In this quadratic equation, our constant term is equal to 0. Okay? ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. When c is equal to 0, then our quadratic equation will be like this. Okay, in order to find x here, we have to factor 1x. Why? Because x is a common factor between these two terms. When we factor x, ax squared divided by x will be ax plus bx divided by x will be b. So in here 1x is equal to 0 and also ax plus b is equal to 0. First x is equal to 0, second one ax plus b is equal to 0. Okay, then we move this b to the right hand side of the equation. So ax will be minus b because we moved b to the right hand side. Okay, so we are going to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of variable. So a over a is equal to minus b over a cancels with a. The answer will be x is equal to minus b over a. So one root is minus 0, the other one is minus b over a. Okay, x1 is equal to 0, x2 is equal to minus b over a. Note, these kind of quadratic equations have two roots and one of them is always 0. Okay, did you understand? Let me solve the questions for better understanding. Look, minus 4x squared plus 5x is equal to 0. Minus 4x squared plus 4x is equal to 0. Okay, what should we take as a factor, as a common factor? Yes, x is a common factor between these two terms. X is equal to x minus 4x squared divided by x is equal to minus 4x plus 5x divided by x is equal to 5 equal to 0. So in here x1 is equal to 0 because x is equal to 0. The other one minus 4x plus 5 is equal to 0. We move 5 to the other side. Minus 4x is equal to minus 5. So we have to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of variable. Minus 4 cancels with minus 4. X is equal to minus divided by minus will be plus 5 over 4. So x2 is equal to 5 over 4. x1 is equal to 0. Did you see that one of the roots of this kind of equations always is 0? The other one is a real number, 5 over 4. Okay, the other questions. We are going to take x as a common factor, x. 3x squared divided by x is equal to 3x minus 2x divided by x is equal to 2 is equal to 0. Okay, x1 is equal to 0. 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. We move minus 2 to the right hand side of the equation. So 3x will be equal to plus 2. After dividing both sides of the equation by the coefficient of the variable, 3 cancels with 3. So x2 is equal to 2 over 3. Did you see that one root of the equations always will be 0? The other one is 2 over 3. Okay, solving the equations forms ax squared plus c is equal to 0. In here, which coefficient is 0? Yes, b is equal to 0 in this equations. Okay, in order to find the roots of this equation, first of all, ax squared plus c is equal to 0. So we move c to the right hand side of the equation. Okay, then our equation will be like this: ax squared is equal to minus c. So in order to get rid of this a, we have to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of x squared. Okay, so a cancels with a. X squared will be equal to minus c over a. Did you understand? So if we take square root of both sides, okay, square root of both sides, so 2 cancels with 2. X will be equal to plus minus c over a, because the answer of a square root will always be what? For example, if you have x squared is equal to b, if we take roots of both sides, x will be plus and minus b. Okay, so the answer will be plus minus square root of minus c over a. Okay, here the sign of c over a is important. Why? If c over a is greater than 0, the equation has no real solution. Second one, if c over a is smaller than 0, the equation has 2 real solutions. These roots are symmetric. It means one of them will be plus and other one is minus. Okay, like here, x is equal to plus and minus b. This is a symmetric solutions. Okay, let me solve some questions. Okay, 3x squared minus 27 is equal to 0. First of all, we have to what? We have to move minus 27 to the other side of the equation. Okay, so 3x squared minus 27 to the other side will be plus, okay, is equal to 27. Okay, we have to divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of x squared. So 3 cancels with 3. 27 over 3 will be 9. X squared is equal to 9. So in order to find x1 and x2, we have to take the square root. 9 will be 3 squared. Okay, also minus 3 squared. So the answer will be plus and minus 3. Okay, did you understand? Look at the second question. We also act like the previous question. 2x squared, we will move the plus 6 to the other side of the equation. So 2x squared will be minus 6. Okay? After that, we will divide both sides of the equation by 2. So x squared is equal to minus 3. So we cannot take a square root of a minus number, okay? A negative number. So as we studied at the previous, it has no solution, okay? It has no real solution because we cannot take the square root of a negative number, okay? Look at this example. 7 minus 4x squared is equal to 2. Okay, this is not written in the standard form. So in order to write it in the standard form, we have to write minus 4x squared first, after that plus 7, okay, is equal to 2. We can move plus 7 to the other side of the equation. Minus 4x squared will be 2 minus 7, okay? So minus 4x squared will be 2 minus 7 is equal to minus 5, okay? X squared is equal to, we are going to what? Divide both sides of the equation by minus 4. Minus 4 cancels with minus 4. X squared will be minus divided by minus will be plus 5 over 4. Okay, if we take the square root of both sides, in order to take just one x out of the root, we will have x squared is equal to, so x1 and 2 will be plus and minus 5 over 4. Okay, it has a symmetric solution. Am I right? Symmetric solution, it means we have x1 is equal to plus 5 over square root of 5 over 4 and x2 is equal to minus 5 over 4. And also this x1 is equal to plus 3, x2 is equal to minus 3. Thank you guys for pay attention to or watching the videos. If you have any questions, just find me and text me, okay? Thanks for watching.